We're starting to open our country again.
U.S. President Donald Trump on Wednesday announced plans to reopen the country's national parks and applauded steps by a handful of Republican-led states to reopen their economies, saying on Twitter, quote, "States are safely coming back. Our country is starting to open for business again. Special care is and always will be given to our beloved seniors, except me." About a half dozen states, mostly in the South, are loosening stay-at-home guidelines, some as early as this week.
We can't make a bad decision.
But New York Governor Andrew Cuomo warned of a potential second wave if restrictions are relaxed irresponsibly.
Frankly, this is no time to act stupidly. Period. I don't know how else to say it. And I've said it innumerable times to local officials on the phone. I get the pressure, I get the politics. We can't make a bad decision, and we can't be stupid about it.
Cuomo, a Democrat who has emerged as a leading national voice on the pandemic, said his state, the U.S. epicenter of the outbreak, was showing more signs the worst was over, but said New Yorkers had to be smart about reopening businesses.
I know people want out. I get it. I know people want to get back to work. I know people need a paycheck. I know this is unsustainable. I also know more people will die if we are not smart.
Meanwhile, Greg Abbott of Texas became the latest Republican governor to signal his intention to start lifting restrictions.
That will be making a new order.
Abbott said he would announce a plan next week to broadly reopen the state's economy during the first week of May.
Hair designers.
In Georgia, Republican Governor Brian Kemp is giving the green light to gyms, hair salons, bowling alleys, and tattoo and massage parlors to reopen on Friday,
April the 24th.
Followed by movie theaters and restaurants next week. Some in the state were stunned by the decision, including the mayor of Albany, Georgia, which has suffered one of the highest infection rates in the country.
I pray that the number of Georgians who are infected and die will not increase significantly in the coming weeks as a result of the lifting of these restrictions.
Later on Wednesday, at his daily White House briefing,
It's just too soon. I think it's too soon.
even Trump said he disagreed with Kemp's plan to reopen certain businesses this month.
I told the governor of Georgia, Brian Kemp, that I disagree strongly with his decision to open certain facilities. They can wait a little bit longer, just a little bit, not much, because safety has to predominate. We have to have that. So I told the governor very simply that I disagree with his decision, but he has to do what he thinks is right.
And in Florida, where Republican Governor Ron DeSantis has approved the relaxing of some restrictions,
We have flattened the curve.
and his stay-at-home order expires April 30th, a Quinnipiac University poll released Wednesday showed that 72% of Florida voters say the state should not loosen social distancing rules at the end of the month. A Reuters Ipsos nationwide opinion poll showed a majority of Americans believed stay-at-home orders should remain in place until public health officials determine lifting them as safe, despite the damage to the U.S. economy.